Well, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day, and of course now the air conditioning starts back up again. You'll have to ignore the background noise. We're having a nice little mini heat wave here, which is greatly appreciated after a long winter. Anyhow, the purpose of this particular video was to show how I've started the reduction in size for the Pi and HDMI converter board. The original layout used a Pi 3 A Plus and a VGA, an HDMI to VGA converter board that I had taken out of the case because it comes like this, and I ripped the plastic case off and end up with the bare board, taking off the VGA connector here, HDMI there. But what I had done before was I used this little 180 degree module board for the original layout, but I don't need that if I'm going to go with the Pi Zero. What I need with the Pi Zero is an HDMI mini, and it was just easier for me to take one of these adapter cables, which when I originally did that, I don't think these were available, the right angle version, which really comes in handy because it exits the right way on the Pi, and I can form this in here just nice because the wires are quite flexible. They're solid strands, so you're not going to want to bend them too many times, but it'll at least get you in to where you can place everything and secure it and not have a problem. So, but the problem I am having, after all of this worked so well, is apparently a clock issue. So let's power this guy up, and I'll show you. I'm not going to power up the other prop, mainly because I can't seem to find my other set of test leads. I know I bought them. Oops, I'm sorry for the kicked it. I decided to move it back. And anyways, I bought 3 sets, and I'll be darned if I can figure out where I put them. But that's been a problem since I've been in the house, is finding things. Anyways, the Pi Zero seems to go through the main scroll just fine. It's when it gets to, let's call it the desktop. Let's zoom in here to show you. That looks really very labored compared to what it does on the Pi 3. Now granted, they have different processors. That's quite a powerful, well, powerful for what it is. I think 1.4 gigahertz multi-core or just dual-core processor, whereas this I think is just a single core and only running at 800 megahertz. I tried going into the configuration file and altering the speed to 1 gigahertz. Didn't seem to have an effect, but there may be other areas in the code that I have to alter to get the true overclocking that I'm looking for. So I'll have to look into that. But this is basically done. It showed that I could do this and it would work. So if I can use the Zero, that's great. If not, I can still use this approach to some degree with the 3A Plus by removing all the connectors and just hard wiring the 2 boards and getting them really close to each other. Fortunately, with this setup, I'm not running very hot at all, maybe warm, so the heatsink could come off. But that's for another day. I'm going to consider this done for now and set it aside so I can now focus on this switch here, which is this. And I'm going to be using surface mount Hall effect. They look like tiny little surface mount transistors, but they're Hall effect switches that when I put a magnet in here, and I rotated over the hulls, the switch, and behave like a simple toggle switch, which is perfect. So that'll be the next video. Stay tuned. Progress is moving forward. I'm really hoping I can figure out a way to overclock this, because I really do like the size of this. But if not, I'll just abandon that idea and just start stripping parts off of here to get it small enough to fit in the prop. So hope you all have a great weekend, and well, I'll see you in the next video. Bye.